Hey guys, it's Misha and welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be reviewing a new show called Hazbin Hotel. It's on Prime Video. I do remember seeing the pilot about 4 years ago on YouTube. Even the intro pissed a lot of people off, so I took a look not just at the intro, I actually watched the show. So that's what I'm going to be reviewing today. Before we begin though, please make sure you are subscribed and have hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of my videos. So I want to start off by saying this is not a kid's show. I want to get that out of the way because I think a lot of people thought it was for kids because it's a cartoon, and so, you know, how can they be depicting Satan as like the good guy, you know, and then showing that to children? It is not a kid show. So I'm just gonna play the intro for you.
There was a glowing city protected by golden gates known as heaven. It was ruled by beings of pure light, angels that worshipped good and shielded all from evil. Lucifer was one of these angels. He was a dreamer, fantastical ideas for all of creation, but he was seen as a troublemaker by the elders of heaven, for they felt his way of thinking was dangerous to the order of their world. From the dust of earth, they created Adam and Lilith, equals as the first of mankind.
Apparently Lilith is from Jewish folklore. She didn't want to obey Adam, and so she left the garden.
Drawn in by her fierce independence, Lucifer found her, and the two rebellious dreamers fell deeply in love. They wished to share the magic of free will with humanity, offering the fruit of knowledge to Adam's new bride, Eve, who gladly accepted. But this gift came with a curse, for with this single act of disobedience, evil finally found its way into earth. For their reckless act, heaven cast Lucifer and his love into the dark pit he had created, never allowing him to see the good that came from humanity, only the cruel. But Lilith thrived, empowering demonkind with her voice and her songs. Threatened by this, heaven made a truly heartless decision that every year they would send down an army, an extermination, to ensure hell and its sinners could never rise against them.
Here Lucifer is like the dreamer, and we're meant to feel bad for him. He was cast out of heaven. So first episode, and spoiler alert by the way, we meet Charlie Morningstar, the princess of hell, and we meet her girlfriend Vaggie. I'm not kidding, that's her name. I was really surprised to learn that it's the same voice actor as Mirabel from Encanto. I think she did great as Mirabel. I don't know what happened with this character. It sounds like very forced to sound like grumpy.
Sorry, what was that?
She's like the exact opposite of Charlie, who is very bubbly. It's like hell's female SpongeBob. And so we see that she has this hotel, the Hazbin Hotel.
Last desperate attempt at salvation starts here.
They can get another chance and go to heaven because there is an overpopulation problem, and instead of, you know, them perhaps getting that second chance, the angels from heaven come down to hell and basically slaughter them. They kill them a second time. And so, yeah, that she's trying to avoid that and giving them a chance at redemption, blah, 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 blah. We also meet Alistair, which is honestly the reason that I kept watching the show. I was just going to like comment on the intro. I like that character. I think he has a cool design. I like his voice. It's like this transatlantic accent.
I haven't been that entertained since the stock market crash of 1929. So many orphans.
Face was made for radio.
He's like a radio demon. So I do like the character. I just don't know why they had to furify everything. This entire show feels like it was written by a 14-year-old furry. That's like the best way I can describe it. It even looks like that. In general, he kind of reminds me a little bit of Bill Cipher and the Beast, I would say. I think he's supposed to be like a Wendigo. I'm not sure, maybe because the antlers. The voice actors, for the most part, good, except, like I said, Vaggie and this pimp Valentina, which I'll talk more about, but what is the accent? Like, he just switches from one accent to another. Not good.
Angel dust! Who the hell else would I be talking about? That walked out on me. Me! I made him!
Charlie Morningstar goes out for a stroll in San Francisco or New York City, I couldn't really tell, and she starts singing. I usually do not like musical stuff, but the songs here were not terrible for the most part. A lot of them were corny. A lot of the characters in general are very corny. The entire time I was watching the show, I was going through moments of, I don't know if I can keep doing this. It is so incredibly cringy and corny. And then there would be like one funny joke or like a pretty good song, a pretty catchy song, and I'd be like, okay, let's get through it, right? And so that's what's going on. She's walking through hell. And the one thing I do really like is that they depicted hell as being full of these degenerates, you know, sexual deviants, cannibals, murderers. I'm really happy they did that, and instead of making it like what a lot of people will say, like, oh, you say we're going to hell, well, we're gonna have a fun time there. So we don't care, you know, it's going to be a party. They didn't depict it as a party, right? It's not a good place to be. And I'm glad they did that, because I was thinking, okay, maybe that's why so many people are offended by the show, because maybe it's portraying hell as like this fun time for all the sinners. I wouldn't say so at all. It looks terrible. There's also another show called Haluva Boss, which I believe is in the same universe, also depicts hell in this way. There's also Nifty. She's a maid. She's pretty funny.
Action.
Porn star named Angel Dust, who's like the spider.
Come on, kid. It'll make you cool like me. The crackhead.
There were some scenes, I forgot which episode it was, showing him at work, right? And so, you know, they tried to talk about SA in the industry, and through song too. Basically, the pimp, Valentino, who can't decide on the accent, that guy, yeah, so he is a terrible person. Angel Dust is like abusing substances, and a lot is going on with that character, but he makes like 10,000 sexual jokes. That's pretty much all he says. Like, I get it, you're a corn star, that's your thing, but then maybe don't show him as much, because it's just constant. Almost everyone is cursing nonstop. So what I said before, where I feel like it was written by, you know, a younger teen, it's because it's just so much cursing. And I don't know if they think it's funny, but it's every other word is a curse word. It's like, okay, we get it. It's hell, these people curse, haha.
Some reason this virtue chick was digging on the drummer. I'm Adam. I'm the original. All descend from me. You think you want drummer? No way. I'm the master. Love putting my name on. It's the best.
A lot of them overact with the voice acting and the animation, I would say, which is another problem I noticed, which I think contributes to why it is so cringe at times, honestly. Charlie's making this commercial for the hotel, and then she meets Adam, evil sort of character, even though he's an angel, enjoys going down to hell and killing all of the people there. I don't know. And then he sings, and it's, yeah. We also meet Vox from Vox Tech Enterprises, who hates Alistair because he tried to get him to join him and he didn't want to. And so they sang, and that was pretty cool. There's Serpentious, who is this funny, dorky sort of villain with his little minions. There's Husk, which is basically Rocket Raccoon, or maybe he's a cat, I don't know. Also grumpy. Has a really good voice though. Sings well. And then we meet Charlie's dad, who, by the way, she has both mommy and daddy issues, but we learned that her dad is Lucifer, and he has been absent for most of her life. In the first few scenes, we see he is actually playing with rubber ducks and talking about his mental health issues, like his depression. So I think that goes along with the narrative of like, yeah, Saint respects pronouns, like he's just a fun guy, we're supposed to feel bad for him, right?
This is Vaggie. She's my girlfriend.
Oh my golly, you like girls. Yes, so do I. We have so much in common.
He sings with Alistair, which I think was like the best part of the show so far. I actually really like that song. I was definitely bopping to that. That was on repeat. Really good, love that. There's a little scene that reminded me of Camp Camp, if you've seen it, with Daniel and David when they were singing, and they have the violin and stuff. Also sings with Charlie, and they have like this heartwarming moment, duet sort of thing, where she forgives him, but why are we forgiving him? It was a little confusing. And also, it is so rushed. This entire show is so rushed. We just met the dad 2 seconds ago. So why would we care? Why would we actually find this heartwarming? It is so quick with everything, right? And then there was another moment where I was thinking this, when Charlie goes to heaven and she meets the angels, who we learn a lot of them don't know about the genocide that's happening in hell. And there's this one angel, I think her name is Emily, and she sides with Charlie, and she sings with her. It's like, okay, I guess, but we just met her, so this doesn't really mean much, you know what I mean? It's all very rushed. And then when we get like these plot twists with like the angel's head, one of the characters killed the angel, we didn't know about it, but we just met her. This doesn't really matter to us. I think that's a big problem with the show. So yeah, that is my review of the first 6 episodes. That's what's out right now. The last 2 are coming out, I guess, in a week or so. For people thinking this is a kid's show, I mean, it's not. I think what it comes down to, there's an 18+ rating, by the way. Okay, just putting that out there. Also, we can't tell these people, oh, just don't make the show then because it's a cartoon and kids might watch it. Yeah, kids are going to watch it. I think it's up to the parents to monitor what their child is watching. And this is not new. Like when I was a kid, my friends and I would watch Family Guy. Obviously not appropriate for children, but is a cartoon, right? So It's gonna happen. For very religious people that find this offensive, I don't think this is that bad in comparison to someone like Lil Nas X, for example, who has a lot more influence on my generation, like younger people. When he is literally dancing in a sexual way with Satan, when he is downing shots of communion wine, when he is pretending to be crucified, I think that's worse. It's just cringy at this point. Because when these people try to act like, oh, I'm a Satanist, like, when they're trying to be edgy, it just gets old. Like, this is nothing new. We see this over and over again, especially with Lil Nas X. Like, what is this, the 10th time he's done this? So I don't think the show is anything crazy, anything new. I don't even think it's particularly good to the people that are very offended by this. I think what actually really matters is actual children's shows, actual kids content, and what is being promoted there. Hazbin Hotel is not for children. It was never for children. Anyways, if you think that this show is an abomination and no one should watch it, please comment below why. Or if you have watched it, please let me know what you think. Also remember to like the video, subscribe to my channel, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of my videos. And I will see you all in the next one. Bye.